And welcome back, everyone, to doing the Doctor Who's. Now, I haven't done Doctor Who in a little bit. I did the Tennant era and the Eccleston era a while ago, and right now, me and my girlfriend are about midway through the Capaldi era. But that means there's a Matt Smith era for me to rank. And I was watching a YouTuber doing this, and he was doing a tier video, and I'm like, you know what? I've never done a tier video before. Like, I've never done the template or anything like that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. Let me know if you like this, want me to do more tier videos, something like ranking style like that. Normally, I just rank it standard, worst to best kind of thing. But, maybe a tier video could be kind of fun. So that's what we're going to do. And, so let's just get, let's get into it. And the way I've got it ranked for me personally is I got Peak Who. Peak Who is the best. I've got Good Who, which is like, it's a good episode. Okay, where it's like, it's enjoyable. Then there's the bottom. There's Bad Who, which is just like, this is just not a good episode in my opinion. And there's the Not My Thing Who, where it's like, I can see why people would like it. This episode just doesn't work for me. And now I could go back through the Eccleston era and the Tennant era if you'd like and do that too. And honestly, my thoughts could have changed since then. So, 1 second, go away. Sorry, you can't see it on the OBS, thankfully, but I've got ads just popping up randomly at the top here that I can't do anything about. I don't have an ad blocker, sadly. So anyway, let's start off with the 11th hour. The 11th hour is obviously the very first episode of Matt's run. It gives us an introduction to the Doctor. And would I say this is like Peak Who? So for me, a Peak Who episode has got to have those moments, those quotable, memorable fan moments. It's got to also be consistent throughout its entirety. And I will say, for me, it's Good Who. It's the top of Good Who, but it's not Peak Who. Now, the reason for that really just comes down to the fact that Amy had to grow on me a little. Similar to Donna, Amy had to grow on me. And unlike Donna, who had her first episode did not do her a lot of favors, Amy I struggled with a little bit. I actually fall into a rare category where I'm like, I like Amy and I love Rory. Actually, I very much love Rory and I love them together. But Amy definitely went back and forth for me a little bit. So it's the top of Good Who. Then we got the Beast Below, which I would put right directly behind it. Now it does have Amy being a little better in this. Like it's one of those more, Amy episodes where I like Amy more. And anytime we get to see the more serious side, the serious side of Smith, because Smith's Doctor is definitely very whimsy and childish at a lot of points. But when he gets serious, and look, we actually see more of the mature pain side of the Doctor with him. Those are the parts I actually like a little bit more. Not to say I don't love him being whimsy and childish, but I like that. But I do think the 11th hour is a little bit better than this, just because it's the introduction episode. Then we got Victory of the Daleks. Okay. Is it Bad Who? The Power Ranger Daleks. Yeah, I'd say it's probably at the top of bad. Like, it's not a god-awful episode per se. The Doctor's still doing some fun things, like pretending that a Jammy Dodger is a self-destruct for the TARDIS. I do like that. And he's fine. And I even like the idea that the Daleks did build this robot scientist as like a spy. But just the whole plan of the Daleks is just not my thing. Then we have the two-parter, which I believe is unfortunately the names are no longer. Oh, I have the names listed right here. What was it? What am I thinking? Great, I had them listed. Wait, there it is. I had the names listed right here. Because unfortunately the tier system loses the names. Oh yeah, okay. Time of Angels and Flesh and Stone. This, to me, is one of those Peak Who episodes. Let's try that again. peak Who episodes. This is the Weeping Angels became an instant classic the moment they were introduced in Blink. They became an instant classic, and just to have the threat of them, as long with the return of River Song, who we start to learn more about her, and yet just not enough hints here or there. We got a good couple guest actors. What was he? The guy who was in charge. I know who that actor is. He was on Game of Thrones. He played Batman on Titans. So those, and by the way, I am lumping continuing story episodes together. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, those 2 episodes, again, I think those are peak Who. The Vampires in Venice is just a fun episode, which I think that means I'd put it at the top of OK Who. It's not like it's amazing. It's not like it's god-awful or anything. It's just a fun episode. There's vampire fish people in there. Amy's Choice, though, is a good episode. And in fact, I actually think I put it above even the premiere episode, because this is where Amy does start to really win you over. Even though she's still very much kind of, what's the best way to put it? Immature? I think that's the best way to put it. She's a little immature as a character. You get the idea of her understanding what Rory actually means to her. No longer like coming on to the doctor or anything like that. The idea of the Dream Lord being and who, and I loved, was it Toby Jones? I think that's it. I loved him in there. And then the reveal of the Dream Lord just being the Doctor's darkness. I would love the idea, by the way, in Doctor Who, which we really haven't had much, of there's a Time Lord. Couldn't there be more? Like Lord type races? Dream Lord could have been one of them. Space Lords. Like ground. I mean, I'm spitting it. Elemental Lords. So yeah, I'd actually put that over the first episode. Not above not above Time of Angels and Flesh and Stone, but still. But then we get into the the Hungry Earth and Cold Blooded. I don't know if I'd go so far and say this is peak Who. It does introduce us to the lizard race, who I'm blanking on the names of them right now. And it does set up more future time issues. But the problem I always run into with Doctor Who episodes is I get the moral lesson they're trying to show, but I really hate it when people are just being shitty either for the sake of being shitty or just being stupid for the sake of being emotionally stupid. And the mom in that episode, and admittedly the evil chick for no reason. Like, yes, we have all these, like, they have nukes. For all your power, you're probably going to lose that fight immensely. And like, I hate the fact when no one's thinking things through and no one can just trust in things. And and I mean, to be fair, the doctor calls her out at the very end and was like, yeah, raise them to be better than you were today. Like, that's a line that hits her. I was like, yeah, you effed this up. You killed her. You are the one who killed her. So, like, the mom, not a terrible mom, she's just a mom. So, I would put it, do I put it above the Beast Within? I would put it above the Beast Within, but below the 11th Hour, both of them. They're really good episodes. They introduce actually a lot that be introduced down the road. But, yeah. Vincent and the Doctor, look, okay, the story itself, like with the weird chicken rhino thing, no, I don't really care about that much. Like, that does hurt it from being the top, like, above A Time of Angels and Flesh and Stone for me. But, look, the actor playing Vincent, who, like, he's been around, he's been in a lot of things. Actually, he's, I'm just letting it go. There you go. Luckily, it's summer, so it's like it's warm. I can leave the door open. Just trying not to let bugs in. He's been in the Punisher series. He was the head of the Irish mob in that. He was the, Preacher? The vampire in Blade 2. He shows up a lot. As Vincent Van Gogh, he is fantastic. And as a lot of people say, that ending is so good. I gotta put it at peak. I think just because the chicken monster maybe robs a little bit of it from me, I can't put it at the number one, but it's just below It's just below. And maybe as I go along with this, I might adjust it. Like like that ending is so damn good. That's the problem. It's kind of like the Family of Blood for me, where the first episode, like throughout the episode, it's like it's a decent episode, and then that ending is like, damn, that's cold. Oh, I'm even debating it right now. Do I move it up or do I move it below, or just keep it there? You know what? Because it is so iconic, I actually think I will put it at number one. Come on, let's try that again. I will put it at number one right now. I might change my mind on that. Then we got The Lodger. The Lodger. Look, take whatever personal issues you have with James Corden out of the equation real quick. On the whole, I think it's an okay episode of Doctor Who. I would put it above. I would put it below Vampires and Venice. Vampires and Venice is more fun because of the spooky monster, but I do think this is a fun episode. I do enjoy myself with it. And then we have the two-parter, the Pandorica Opens and Big Bang. This is, again, peak Who. This is Doctor Who going timey-wimey. This is going insanity. You got the Daleks, the Cybermen, the Sontarans. You got everyone showing up to stop the Doctor. It's... And then you got the reveal what the Pandorica actually was, why Rory's back. And then at the end of it, Raggedy Man, you're late for my wedding. So did I surprise you? Absolutely. So it is like I think I definitely got to put it over. Because that's a season finale and two-parter. Do I put it above Vincent and the Doctor? Because Vincent and the Doctor is one of those just peak endings. Whereas this is, I think, you know what? I think because of the overall experience with it, first of all, we'll just move it there for right now, and then I will put it above Vincent and the Doctor. Just barely because it's kind of a complete package scenario, whereas the whole weird CGI chicken monster thing, and I don't mean like this, I'm not bugging on the CGI, I get the time period, all that, but it's still, that was kind of just like, okay, was it really necessary for this story? You could have figured out something else. Maybe the madness was, his madness was caused by something else, but whatever. Then we got A Christmas Carol. This is one that I actually really like. I like the idea of a world where apparently fish can live in the atmosphere and apparently a shark comes and eats a screwdriver. And I like the idea of the twist on the Ebenezer Scrooge story where he is both the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. And then that great ending or that great reveal. And of course, this would be the time my mouse starts to kick the bucket, needs new batteries. And then that great reveal of you're going to show me my future. I am showing you your future. So tell me, is this who you want to become? And him realizing, yeah, I think it's a solid episode of Doctor Who. I'd put it at the top of okay Who. Like there's still a lot of weirdness going on in it. I'm like whatever, but oh god, he played Dumbledore. I can't remember his name, but the actor playing him, I liked him a lot. I'd put it either at the top of okay Who or at the bottom of good Who. Yeah, I'd actually say bottom of good Who. I think that's fair. So then we get the Impossible Astronaut, and I believe this is the Impossible Astronaut, and the Day of the Moon. Again, as a series opener, this is kind of peak Who. The mystery of the Doctor is dead. What are we going to do? How did this happen? And then the reveal of the Silence and who they are, or what they maybe represent. This is definitely peak Who, in my opinion. Do I like it more than the Angel? Yeah, I think I like it more because you still get River Song in there, the mystery of the astronaut. You get, Crowley. I can never remember his name, but you get him as the American American Secret Service operative. I do like that. So yeah, I would say definitely near the top of, or definitely somewhere in peak Who. As for a double parter. Then we got The Curse of the Black Spot. This one is... Wait a minute. Is this out of order here? Because I went from that to that to that. I am missing some things here because... Hold on one second here. Curse of the Black Spot. I know I added this on here. Curse of the Black Spot. Unless... Hold on one second. All files. Maybe that Curse of the Black Spot. Hold on, Night Terrors. Where is my Vampires of Venice, Lodger, Black Spot? There it is. I forgot to add it. Okay, so we're good. I was about to say, it's like, oh, this isn't right. Um, Curse of the Black Spot is fine. I'll be honest. This one would go into not my thing, Who. Like, it's not a god awful episode of Who or anything like that. It's just, I didn't, and I do like the fact that Captain comes back again after that. But, oh man, there was like a lot that did not like transfer over here because of just filing issues. All right then. And, all right, so there's that one. The Black, yep. And then, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where? Ooh. Oh yeah, and then there's the Doctor's Wife, which, wow, how did I miss that one? How did I miss writing that on here? Okay, whatever. I somehow missed writing that one on here. Luckily, that came afterwards. The Doctor's Wife is a fun episode. I do enjoy the Doctor's Wife. But it's more for the wacky shenanigans than anything else. Like, I don't care about these extra people at all. In fact, I need to just double check if I've got the right amount of. I guess I should ask the question if I missed anything. Beast Below, Vampires of May, Amy's Choice, The Hungry Earth, Vincent the Doctor, Cold Blood, Lodger. No, I've got everything right so far. Just for some reason, once I got to season 2, I didn't quite get all the images here, but it's not that hard. I'd put it at the top of okay. Like I would say I enjoy the Doctor's Wife more than I do in Vampires in Venice, but not as much as I enjoy some of the other ones. Okay, and then there we go. Now, yeah, and then there was the Rebel Flesh and the Almost People. This is another one of those peak Who episodes. Like, this is a real good existential one that makes you think, makes you question things. The way we, and this is also unfortunately one of those episodes where I don't love Amy. She's just she's too bratty. He's like, you're not him. Like, she also isn't seeing them as people. I'm like, Amy, come on. Well, all you've seen from the Doctor, you're better than that. I think I put it above Time of Angels, Stone and Flesh. Ooh, do I put it above The Impossible Astronaut? Because that just gets wacky. The Silence is really good. I think I'd put it right there. I think fourth from the top is a really good spot for it. And then we have, okay, and if you want my opinion of one of the best episodes of Who, it's got to be When a Good Man Goes to War, which again, I don't have the actual, I missed it. Night Terror, Let's Kill Hitler, Good Man Goes to War, there we go. Yeah, When a Good Man Goes to War. This is peak Who. This is peak Who. The Doctor calling in all of his favors. We can see a lot of characters coming back into the fray. We meet, I can't remember her name, but the lizard woman who is actually an ally of the Doctor and her wife. I'm a lizard woman from the beginning of time. This is my wife. Like the whole, why do I put up with you? Only for it to be revealed like she does the tongue thing. I mean, this, I'm not gonna lie, this probably is peak Who. This is like some of the best of Smith's era. And then of course the whole, good men don't need rules, and this is not the day to find out why I have so many line, is one of the coldest hitting lines in Doctor Who. Like, is just one of the hardest, coldest, most don't F with this man lines you could have in Doctor Who. It's great. It is, and Smith sells it perfectly. And then you get the reveal of River and who she is. Now, because of the internet and just me skinning clips of Who for so long for actually starting to watch Doctor Who, I did know the secret of River's song. I did. But it didn't take away anything from me on that. Not at all. And then, as I have to get the next image up, because again, I keep forgetting that some images, especially with the way YouTube, or I think either YouTube or Google or something has changed the way they process these images. it doesn't always bring everything up here. So, okay, it was, which one was it? It was not Night Terror. Let's Kill Hitler. There we go. So I choose, okay, yep. And maybe because I didn't do it the right way. I did not open it the right way. So file, 1 second. Sorry, 1 second here, folks. And then custom. God, I'm so used to using my mouse that using the keypad on my little thumb pad on my computer is actually really difficult for me. Okay, and then, all right, so the Doctor's Wife. Let's Kill Hitler. There we are. All right, and then Let's Kill Hitler. Let's Kill Hitler is, come on. No, sorry, I'm just moving it right now because again, using my keyboard. Let's Kill Hitler is a good episode. It is. I would say it's definitely above A Christmas Carol. It's definitely above Beast Within. I think it's above Hungry Earth too, because it's giving us more of River Song, kind of the origin of River Song a little bit. Do I put it above the 11th Hour though? That's a tough one. I think because the creature and because of just how I feel about Amy in the beginning, I would put it above the 11th Hour, but below Amy's Choice. All right, come on. Give me at least a little bit more juice here. Oh, man, we're really, I'm really pushed at the bottom of the barrel now for battery power here. All right, and then came Night Terror. God. Okay. Night Terror is a fun episode. And the doll monsters are creepy as hell. I would put it definitely in Good Who. And like the dad and all that. I think it's above Christmas Carol for me. I think it's above Beast, but not above the Hungry Earth and Cold Blooded. It's still good. Okay, The Girl Who Waited. Okay. I do like what they were trying to get at with this episode. I do. I've seen this concept handled in better shows before and better movies before. The idea of an alternate version of you, and then you're meeting your younger self, and this person has been waiting for so long. But God damn it, Amy. Might be Amy at her most intolerable for me. Like, I wish I could sympathize with her, but the problem is there have been plenty of moments throughout this series. Again, the first episode, where she's going to get married and then tries to frickin' make a move on the Doctor and hook up with him before marrying the guy she's allegedly in love with. There are numerous moments in the early parts of the series where I just don't like Amy very much. And when I compound that onto how her older version is now, understanding what she had to go through, but understanding that, and then Rory's like, "You're trying to get me to become you." I'm like, no, he's not. Like, God almighty, this is one of those few, and it gets brought up a lot more in Capaldi's era, where people are just like, "You want me to be like you. This is who you really are." F off. Like, that's not, like, you really, honestly, truly think he wants to be making this choice? No, he doesn't. He cares about Amy. He knows this is Amy too, but it's like, God. Not to mention the fact that Amy, not understanding the fact that, you've been with the Doctor now for 2.5 seasons. You should know, and however long time has been going on in between that for you. You should know this. It's still a good concept, but I'm going to be honest, this is probably my least favorite episode of the series thus far we've talked about. Honestly and truly. Then we got the Gob Complex, a good improvement on it. It's an interesting idea of faith, and I love the idea of a hotel labyrinth with a Minotaur alien. Is it executed perfectly? Not exactly. I hate the alien creature where it's like, "Oh, you pine to be enslaved." Like, oh God, it's just, oh God. But other than that, though, I think it's a decent episode nonetheless. I wish the Minotaur alien was maybe a little bit more alien and just not Minotaur, but I'll put it at the very top of Okay Who. Then we got, if I got this right here, Closing Time. This is, I wouldn't say I think it's a god awful episode. Man, hit that weird. There we go. I wouldn't say it's a god awful episode. I'll go, and I think I enjoyed Black Spot more. I'll go top at the bottom right now of Not My Thing. Who? Yeah, we of all the characters to bring back James Corden's character, and then Daddy's Home, like the power of love beats the sight. Oh, come off that. So yeah, bottom of that. The Wedding of River Song. There's a lot going on here, and they tying up a lot of loose ends. This probably would have served better as a two-parter. The idea that all times kind of merged together, the silence and the kind of lackluster ending to the villain, who, I mean, yeah, she needed an ending for her, which was suitable, but the villainous woman on the side, I'm like, yeah, I wish we had gotten something better with that, honestly. I mean, is it god awful? No. I still like a lot. I still like the fact that these alternate versions of Amy and Rory still end up together, more or less. I like that Matt's hair looks a little weird in that wedding scene, but I love the fact that it is the wedding of River Song. I do love the realizations. Like, I came on to my son-in-law. I'll say it's good. It's better than, say, Night Terrors, but I don't honestly think it's better than, even though I love River Song, who doesn't, and I love the storyline, I think it's right between, actually, yeah, that's probably right. It's a little better than Hungry Earth and Cold Blooded. I don't say it's better than 11th Hour, though. Then we got, what was the next one? The Wedding River Song. Oh, The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe. Not my thing. In fact, yeah, no, bad episode. Not a good episode. It's a great concept, doing a Lion, the Witch, of the Wardrobe type Doctor Who. I like that. But the kid's not freaking listening at all. Like, these kids are annoying for me. Like, hey, we need to get back. No, I'm not you're not my mommy, or something like that. I'm like, fuck off, kid. You opened your gifts when you weren't supposed to, and you've been told not to, and your mom scolded you for that. The tree, like the idea that the Christmas trees are actually like the ornaments are eggs is kind of cool, but then it's literally just a giant wood creature. Like it just doesn't look good. It looks like a giant turd, honestly. And then the mom just inherently being able to fly a mech. I'm sorry, or fly a ship. There's nothing that I hate more than even when Doctor Who just ignores its own logic and rules. So, bad episode. Is it worse than Victory of the Daleks and The Girl Who Waited for Me? Oh, yes, actually, because I at least liked some of The Girl Who Waited. The acting's still good in that. I did feel somewhat bad for Amy, but not enough. But you know what? I think honestly, the Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe is the worst one for me thus far. Asylum of the Daleks, on the other hand, is a good episode. It's a fun episode. Introduces us to Clara, so we have that. The idea of this place where even the Daleks don't like to go. Like, this is where all the broken Daleks go. Is it peak Who? No. Is it good, solid Who? Yeah. And the reveal that Clara has been turned into a Dalek. That was good as well. I would say I like it more than The Wedding of River Song. Still not more than the 11th Hour, though. Then we got dinosaurs on the ship. I've heard a lot of people don't like this episode. Is it amazing? No. But the fact that we get Ron Weasley's dad as Rory's dad, I love that. He gets to join him on an adventure. Honestly, I think it's an okay episode. I really do. I think I like it more than... Oh, I don't think I like it more than Vampires in Venice, though. So, yeah, I'd put it there. Yeah, I would. And I still stand by everything I've done so far. Okay, A Town Called Mercy. This is the opposite, where I've actually heard a lot of people like this episode. I didn't love this episode. I didn't hate it. You know what? Honestly, it's probably middle tier of it's not my thing. Like, I like it more than Closing Time. But honestly, everyone just seemed, even Matt seemed a little off in that episode. Rory and Amy's acting, Carrie Gillian and I can't remember the actor who plays Rory's name. Their acting just seemed like it was almost like that was just the day in day out for them. The Power of Three. You know what? I do have to put the Silent of the Daleks down a little bit lower, because the one thing I hated in that episode was the divorce subplot that only lasted one episode. So you know what? That does knock it down at least a few pegs for me. And you know what? I'd actually have to put it at the bottom of the good tier, because that is such a distraction for that episode. It'd be one thing if that were an actual plot through line for at least a few episodes. But the fact that it was there, it was resolved at the end, and the reason that they were getting divorced is because Amy couldn't have kids. And it was Amy who was initiating the divorce. That made no fucking sense. Sorry for swearing. I try not to if I can, but sometimes it just comes out. But that made no effing sense whatsoever. This is where you could tell that they had run their course as characters, because now they were honestly just trying to do whatever they could with them. And and the fact that they clearly knew they were going to be gone by the 5th episode means that, well, no, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, technically the 6th episode, whatever. The fact that they knew they'd be gone by then, that's probably why they were just cramming everything they could. No. That was a bad plot. It hurts it drastically. So, you can have all the good in the world, but there's one bad thing in there that is so horrendously bad that it can literally detract from other good in the episode. That's a problem. The Power of Three, where we're actually kind of seeing the day-in-day life of them traveling with the Doctor, all that, I kind of liked. The Doctor trying to just kind of live a normal life with them and just trying to adapt and just not being able to. I did like. And then finally the reveal of what's going on. Unit's shown up a few times. I think this might have been the first time Unit actually showed up, if I remember correctly. I'm going through every one of these episodes real quick, because anytime they're on Earth, that would be where Unit theoretically shows up. Yeah, I think this is the first time we see Unit in the Matt Smith era. And I'm going to be honest, I don't love Unit, especially the modern era of Unit, because even though they do occasionally do some good, they are mostly getting in the way, like constantly just capturing the Doctor's TARDIS and just messing with, no, we have jurisdiction. No, you don't. You live on this planet, sure, but the Doctor has saved it more times than you he saved it more times than your brain can even count to. So, you don't really have any authority, really. Yeah, it's tough. I would say this is an okay episode. I'd actually put it at the top of okay. I do enjoy it. It's not like it's a bad episode or anything like that. Come on. Yeah, okay, we'll go that. There we go. I'd put it there. And then the Angels take Manhattan. The last of Rory and Amy, minus Amy's little cameo at the end of the final episode. It's a damn good. This is Piku. Now, do I put it above the Rebel Flesh? Oof. I mean, you also have River Song there, the Doctor's relationship with her. I like that a lot. And Rory and Amy's goodbye, particularly Amy's goodbye, is very, very touching. Oh. I think the Rebel Flesh and everything above it is just done better. I do think that. Come on. Okay, we'll go that way. There we go. So there's that. Then we got the Snowmen, which introduces us to the Great Intelligence. What's the actor's name? I know his name. He's I'm blanking on it. He shows up later in the series of the Great Intelligence again as well, and I'm blanking on it. I know the Great Intelligence is voiced by Ian McKellen. What is his name? Grant. Wait. Something Grant. David E. Grant. Is that it? Either way, I like him. I like the reintroduction to Clara a little bit, although Clara is at her best. Well, Clara's at her best in the Smith era. The overconfidence and the little bit of tongue-in-cheekness with her, I never actually loved. I think she's a little too confident for her own good because that gets her in trouble. The snowmen themselves it's an okay episode overall. I put it above The Lodger, definitely. Honestly, right above The Lodger's good. Then The Bells of St. John. Now, this is a good this is actually a really good introduction to our Clara. The Clara will be following. The Doctor kind of being this weird, friendly stalker, I kind of find amusing. And then the idea of stealing people and putting them essentially in this collective cloud. And then the way the Doctor one-ups them by just saying, yeah, I'm still having coffee. And then the great intelligence, Grant. I'm just going to say Grant. I know it's Grant. Showing back up. And the reveal of just how many people he's claimed for how long, when revealed that he clearly took a little girl and just made her his puppet. That was dark. So it's good Who. It is. I like it more than the Asylum of the Daleks. I do like it more than the Christmas Carol. I'd say I like it more than the Beast Within. I like it more than Night Terror. Do I like it more than Cold Earth? Oh God, I keep saying Cold Earth. Might as well. I'm just merging them together. Hungry Earth and Cold Blood. Yeah, I'd say what I don't like it, and I like it more than the Wedding of River Song, but not more than the 11th Hour. Then we got the Rings of Akhaten. This is one of those where the episode itself is just kind of okay, but what sells it for a ranking is that speech and the way they beat the entity at the end, where it's just a leaf with infinite possibilities. I did like that. But that speech for it, oh man, that easily puts it into the good Who tier. It does. I put it over Silent Dollar. I'll put it right below the Hungry Earth and Cold Blooded. I'll put it right there. Cold War is just a really good episode. I like this. And this one I actually will put above. This is where I will go above Hungry Earth and Cold Blooded. And I'll put above Wedding of River Song. I just like the idea of I think it's World War II or World War I, one of the World Wars. The Russian sub, and just this ancient lizard warrior from Mars who's just like, yeah, it's like a combination of like Hunt for Red October and Alien and a little bit of The Thing. Like it's actually a really good episode. I really like it. And now I will admit the effects on the lizard could have been better. Honestly, you could have just gone makeup, quite frankly. I mean, he did it with her, so I don't know. But I put it right there, right below the 11th Hour, I think. Because again, the 11th Hour, despite my distractions with Amy for a little bit, is still just a really good intro episode. Hyde is another episode that's just really good. It's a ghost story type episode. And we don't get that a lot in Doctor Who. And the creepy factor there, and then the reveal, I actually really, and then like the displaced astronaut and all that, I really dug it. I think I would put it below Cold War, but above Bells of St. John, honestly. Then we're getting near the end. Okay, is that the one I think it is? Oh, Journey to the Center of TARDIS. No, it's not. This is a wacky episode, admittedly, but it's a fun wacky. I'd say it's near the bottom of Good Who. I would put it above the Asylum of the Daleks, though, but I think I enjoy the wholesomeness of Christmas Carol better, so I'd put that there. Crimson Horror is a unique one, to say the least. The villain is just one of those villains you just actively despise, and you're like, no, you're supposed to not like this character. Good. I don't. The little parasite creature, and then, turning people essentially into just little dolls. Not dolls, but mannequins. The Doctor just being stuck in this permanent red state. I'd say it's a solid episode. I think I do like Asylum of the Daleks better, though. Okay, Nightmare in Silver. Oof. Okay, look. The idea of a Cyberman using like cyber mites to possess the Doctor and him fighting out, I liked that. And in fact, everything about that I liked. Those kids, so irritating. Now the reason for and obviously the acting is so rushed too because unfortunately, apparently this was supposed to be a two-parter and it wasn't. It really needed to be a two-parter. It feels rushed. It feels unfocused. It feels I yeah, it's a bad episode. I would say though it's probably the top tier of the bad though because again, the Doctor playing chess against himself is still very fun fighting him against himself. Um and so yeah, I would say that. And then in the name of the Doctor. In the name of the Doctor, it's I wish the Great Intelligence had more of a presence throughout the season because it just seems like he showed up, then he disappeared, and then he came about once, then he was gone forever. And like, oh yeah, remember me? I'm the main bad guy. Wait, you are? Oh, okay. I guess. So I don't like that, which keeps it from being peak Who for me. But I love the idea of like the concept of there's one place a time traveler never goes, and that's their tomb. I like it. I love that. I love they're bringing back up the characters. I love the finally the payoff on who Clara actually is, the impossible girl, and why she is such. I love the fact that we get River Song again, but as a hologram, and then that whole it's like, wait, I always see you, I always hear you. I just didn't pay attention because I thought it hurt too much. I'm a big girl. No, it hurt too much for me, and I was right. And I was kissing her. It's like, seeing as I'm the only one who can see you, that probably looks really weird right now. For everyone else, I dug that. So I would say, and then him rescuing Clara from his time stream, only to see the one you're the one I don't talk about. It's like you didn't. I did it in the name of Olga, but not in the name of the Doctor. So it's weird. It's odd. I think I put it in the middle. It's good, but I just don't think it gets above like the top 3 for me. Actually, I even think Cold War is a little bit better handled than this, so I'll put it in the middle. But the day of the Doctor. Look, it's got it. Look, Tennant, Smith, and Hurt. Is it a little wacky? Yes, but do they? It's always who's always a little wacky. The fact that they were able to actually make it work in terms of a concept where moments of time are trapped in the painting, and so that's how you're able to bring these guys into this. That I love that concept, and then them together is just pure gold. Tennant and Smith just kind of interacting off each other, just going like almost like children, whereas John Hurt is the oldest yet youngest one there. It's like, oh, I wish I could. The way you look at me, I wish I could use a word better than dread. Like, I love that. So it's oh god. And then the introduction of Zygons, that was good. And then that little stinger at the end with oh god, Tom Baker, not Tom Baker. Tom Baker was the 6th Doctor. But the 4th Doctor, whose name it's Tom Baker, right? Either way, he just had his birthday recently. Happy birthday! He's like 94, 96. Good for him. Yeah, but nah, it's not Tom Baker, is it? The 4th Doctor. Seeing him, like, damn, like that's a really good way to hint at things, but just give some fan service. It really is. And I actually like Clara interacting with both the Doctors a little bit too. And of course, the Doctors working together is pure gold. Plus that little, just like all the Doctors coming from everywhere. You even using a little bit of stock footage from Eccleston, and then the eyebrow showing of Capaldi. Look, is it the best of them? No. I've seen it. It's the one I've seen the most clips from. To be sure. Like, the emotion of Vincent the Doctor outweighs this, but I think the overall package is better. Like, I think it's got to be near the very top for me. I think because I don't know if I put it above A Good Man Goes to War, though. I don't know if I do that. Because that had such a cold opening of Rory being an absolute badass. Like, Rory doesn't get enough props as the Centurion, as a badass, but when he does, like, damn it, do they sell that. So I think it's just below Good Man Goes to War. Which leaves us now with the final one. The time of the Doctor. Where am I for time right now? Oh, I'm not actually not doing too bad. I'm under an hour. By a lot margin, actually. The Time of the Doctor. This has got to be in peak Who for me because it's just the idea of the Doctor just staying here, living out his life, protecting these people. And Time Lords live a long effing time. Like natural lifespan wise, they have thousands of years under their belt, no problem. So the fact that when we see the old man Doctor, he is old. And yeah. So I dug it, but he's just been there, and Clara just keeps visiting him through the TARDIS. And I just like the fact he just stays and is able, and just protects these people because that's what he does. That's who he is. And then his regeneration. I will have to do a regeneration ranking at some point, but his regeneration might be among the best regeneration. There's no might about it. It's among the best regenerations. There's a good argument to be the best regeneration. I'm not gonna lie, his speech is probably the best speech so far of regenerations, only because it's something that actually speaks. Like okay, here's a little insight of my life. I actually just recently lost my job, and I'm not worried about things right now. Like I will definitely be looking for work. I'm taking a little bit of just time to hiatus to relax, recover, all that. But in my head, his line is like, "We all change." Again, I can paraphrase that to fit that scenario. It's like we all change. When you think about it, we're all different people throughout all our lives, and that's good. You got to keep moving forward as long as you don't forget all the people you used to be. There is something very profound about that line, really, because it's not just because it's not just like what's the word I'm looking for here? It's not just poignant. That's the word I'm looking for. It's not just poignant for the series. It's poignant for real life. It all goes away like breath on a mirror. Any minute now, he's a coming, the Doctor. You're always right, and I always like, but times change, and so must I. Like, and then obviously seeing Amelia one more time, like, yeah, it's just a perfect. It might be my favorite regeneration. It's either that or Capaldi's. Like Capaldi's is a little just more personal, like for the Doctor, but I feel like Smith's might be the best regeneration just because of how it speaks, not just towards the character and not just for the Doctor. No, I will never forget when the Doctor was me, or I will always remember when the Doctor was me. And a little wink at the camera, man. Is it the best of them? No, I think the Day of the Doctor is better. Do I think the Pandorica and Big Bang is better? Yeah, I think I'll put it just below that and just above Vincent and the Doctor. Because the Vincent one is just beautiful at the end and heartbreaking, just moving every time. But again, the regeneration speech for Matt Smith is iconic, and it speaks to kind of all of us in our real world day and lives to some degree. So really, I gotta go there. So yeah, that's my tier ranking of Doctor Who, the Matt Smith era to be precise. As you can see here, the top half is, I didn't hate most of Smith's era. I liked the majority of Smith's era quite a bit. There was just like a handful of episodes that I just didn't dig on. Like I said, Black Spot, Town Called Mercy, Closing Time, not the best episodes in my opinion. Not god awful, just not really my thing. But Nightmare in Silver, Nightmare in Silver, Victory of the Daleks, The Girl Who Waited, and the one I think is legitimately not the least bad, the Doctor, the Witch, the Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe. Yeah, those I don't think are good episodes personally. But then, look, out of all these, you got even the okay ones. You got The Lodger, which is fun. The Snowman, which is okay. Dinosaurs, Vampires is like mid, but it's solid. The Doctor's Wife, God Complex. Like, those are all decent little episodes, but like Smith had a great era. He really did. Like, and for me at least, like his good far outweighs his mediocre or his bad. And Smith himself was never bad in the role, even in the lesser episodes. So absolutely, that's my tier list. What do you think? And let me know if you'd like me to do more tier lists like this. I think I'll do a couple more for different subject matters. I'm not going to do like a tier list play. Maybe I should do a tier list playlist. If I end up doing more, I will do more tier list playlists. Or I will do a tier list playlist. So anyway, I'll let you gauge this. Let me know what your favorite Smith era episodes were. If you would rank them, how would you rank them? So then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Later.